Hi everyone and welcome to In the Sewers. In the Sewers is a series where I talk to bands varying in genres of rock and just basically having a bit of a natter about how they got started, where they got the name from, what they got going on, and just a bit of a natter. But we're coming up with some amazing things and I can't wait to share it with you all. In this week's episode, I am talking to a Liverpudlian glam metal / hard rock kind of sleazy band that is King Voodoo. The guys took the time out to have a chat to little old me on my birthday, and we talk about how they got their name, why it sounds like they're inviting people to join a cult, where they got their first albums. Josh has got a little gem there for you, and what they've got next planning going into 2024. So let's have a listen and see what we got up to. Hi guys, thank you for joining Glamrat in the Sewers. How are we all doing today? We all right?
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Everybody's all right? Brilliant. You guys are the fabulous King Voodoo, kind of glam, kind of grungy, kind of hard rocky, kind of whatever. But what does everybody do? Who have I got here? And I am missing somebody, but there's a very good answer for that.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. I'm Jamie. I'm the singer-guitarist from King Voodoo. So I stand at the front and run around with Josh. And what do you do, Josh?
And I am Josh, and I play bass and nearly kill myself on stage every time we play.
And I'm Ian, I'm the guitarist, and I ballet dance.
And you're getting good at it.
Need a nice bit of etiquette somewhere, don't you?
I just can't get on the floor like these two no more. The knees won't take it.
That's not the problem, is it? It's the getting back up that's the problem.
It's like, you know, you sort of think that I'm actually doing some weird stuff, but I'm not. I'm just struggling to get up. I'm giving signs to Jamie, help me up.
Mate, just help me, but yeah.
It's like you're in a rage, isn't it?
Bless yous. Well, how did you guys come up with the name King Voodoo? How did that come about?
And do you know what? It's this one gets asked quite a lot. It's something that I put together a long time ago, where I love all my weird stuff, like horror memorabilia and all weird stuff. And I just got to the point where I wanted to put a band together. I was bored. I was sat in the bedroom, and I came up with all these ideas, drawings, logos, bits and pieces. And then I rang Jamie and I went, Jamie, do you want to be in a band again? And he goes, no. And I just went, right, yeah, sound. So I stalked him for the best part of a year, just chewing his ear off, staying outside his house like Michael Myers. And
I'll do it.
Then his wife said, Jamie, just get him off the drive, please.
Get him out of here, man.
Yeah, and then, like, you know, yeah, he finally came around with a box of celebrations, and we had that.
Good times.
Yeah,
good times with a box of celebrations, you know.
He spoils me.
With the band name, you know, when you can invite people to like the page on Facebook. I had a funny one today. So obviously somebody messaged me randomly and was like, "What's King Voodoo?" And I thought, you know what, people are gonna think it's like a cult or something, because you see like King Voodoo, they think inviting them to some like crazy sacrifice thing or something.
Which it is.
It's good to be clear where the name came from.
Well, you know, could be. In today's times, could be anything. Do you know what I mean? I get invited to loads of random stuff, mate, and I don't even question it either. I just go, yeah, all right. So I'm probably part of about 5 different cults right now, and I've just not even noticed.
That's pretty cool. We can make it a 6th if you want. Like, you know.
Just round us in.
You'll be fine.
So who are your main influences for this band? Because like I said, you guys don't kind of settle in that one kind of box of a genre as such. You guys are a bit of everything, but I would say you're primarily like a sleazy glam metal kind of band.
Oh, okay. My influences range from Nuno, Zakk Wylde, Ozzy, kind of anything rocky, southern rock kind of feel, like Skinner, and like, you know, you can't go wrong with that. Like, so that's mine. Jamie, what's yours?
I really like sort of like Steps and Five, and they're kind of like One Direction.
That's where we get our dance routines from.
My sort of dance routines, a lot of the lyrics kind of come from that sort of area. For me, sort of like vocally, a lot of kind of like Chris Cornell, sort of those sort of vibes. But like from bands, so like anything from sort of like Pearl Jam to Alter Bridge, all that sort of thing, and all the way on the back. I mean, the reason why I got into music was Queen to start off with, so I love all that and everything going through. Like, it's such an eclectic sort of like journey, but like sort of like your Queen, Elvis, loads of Motown stuff, and then moving into sort of like No Doubt, Foo Fighters, all sort of then, yeah, all that sort of thing. But yeah. How about you, Josh?
Charlie, I don't need to tell you what my influences are. Really,
Yeah, I was going to say, I know what yours are. We talk about it at very much of length.
Yeah.
So it's mainly Motley Crue, Rat.
Yeah.
There's a bit of all of them in there, isn't there, for you, dear?
All of it.
Josh,
all of them.
You've never told us that, mate.
Never.
Never, mate. You've never mentioned it once.
You were saying Chris Rea, you said.
Yeah.
He's from my neck of the woods, Chris Rea. He's from my end.
Love a bit.
He's still driving home
When he
for
starts
Christmas.
singing George Michael hits in practice, that's where I don't get it where it comes
What was
from.
that other band called? The Fast Food Rockers. They would have been a me as well.
They
Do you
were,
remember them?
Was that the
They were a good
Food
band.
rockers.
Fast Food
Christ.
Rockers.
So how did you guys get started? What was the general idea of the band? Like you said, you were just pestering to get a band together, and then you've eventually kind of evolved into what you guys are now. So how was that journey quite nice and easy and smooth, or did you chop and change and do? How was your beginning journey to where you are now?
To be perfectly honest, we started off like, we just pulled a few people together who we used to know. Jamie and yourself go back a long.
It's probably up 15 years in the making, isn't it, Ian? This band?
It is.
Like from things we've done previous.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those where we both went, right, let's just sit down, write some bits, and we threw some bits together, and then COVID hit, and just as we released our first EP, everything just sort of went, no, you're not going anywhere. So it was sort of like, that's it, what you do. So we got management, we got everything, we had all the band in place, and then something wasn't right. So while during
I ran in the band, me.
Yeah,
That's what went right.
Yeah, it was you and Graham. Like during COVID, we made some changes where I think we made the best changes possible, because the energy in the shows, the music, it's all different now, and it brings it all together. And it's like a little family. So I can't think of anything better than what I'd rather do. With these, we have a laugh, we have a joke, we're there for each other, and it's do you know what? I could, like I say, it's one of the perks of being in a band with people who actually want to just enjoy it as much as we all do.
Happy and we'll be blushing.
Hey, I'm only saying it now because when we get to rehearsal in about half an hour, that's it. I'm going to be cracking the whip saying, "Get on with it! Come on, just."
I'll be like,
You're being nice now.
Stop your bones.
No, we do have a scream, don't we? We have a bloody good laugh, like it's hysterical.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of it. That's it. Like, you want to be in a band. It's got to be fun. It's got to be a laugh. Everything's got to be. And when it starts not being, it sounds like a gambling advert, this, doesn't it? When the fun stops, stop.
It's the best advice, though. When it starts getting a bit shit, give it a miss.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? It's great.
When you start doing it in secret.
But yeah, that's the reason behind it. That's how we got there. Like, you know what I mean? Bringing Josh and Graham on board, I think we're the final pieces, and things are moving in the right direction. Like, they really are. Like, so we're all buzzing about it at the moment. So there are things in the pipeline. Hopefully bigger things. I was
going to say, you guys seem pretty damn busy next year. I mean, you've done a few things this year, but like looking at what's happening towards the back end of the year and then going into 2024, you guys seem to be, you're doing all right.
We are. We'd like to be busy, and we're after these next 4 gigs, we are back in the Voodoo Lounge writing more music. So
Voodoo Lounge.
Yeah,
That definitely sounds like a cult setup.
that's me. I've got
Definitely
my
don't
pub
think
in the garden, like, so that's what it's called. So
In the garden.
So it is in the
Walking, it's
bar.
going to be like a decapitated sheep in the middle on a table with a load of candles around it.
It's normally a barbecue, that, but yeah.
Is that what you pass it off as, a barbecue, when you have visitors around?
Allegedly.
It's just a
If the police
barbecue.
come round, it's a barbecue, all right.
That's great. Well, you guys as well, you are playing Hard Rock Hell this weekend as well, aren't you? Are you excited for that?
We are over the moon by it. We are also doing an acoustic gig. I don't know if we're allowed to say that, actually.
Tough tits. You've said it now.
Yeah,
Don't matter.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
All right, just the whole internet's gonna know, but it's fine.
Where people engage so much with the it's just amazing. And we had, like, say, one of our last gigs, we have people traveling the breadth of the country to come and see us, and it was just amazing, just talking to people and, telling us stories about, how, the music's, helped them through times, and, just all this sort of thing. It's been fantastic, so loved it.
It's nice when you get
No.
out and you get playing and you see all these, like, people just all sitting, they're there for you. Do you know what I mean? You guys
Yeah.
have done some amazing gigs this year. And what are you most excited to be doing next year? Have you got any big plans next year?
We have got a number of festivals. We have,
Yes.
but I think this year is ending on a massive high for us. It's our first time that we are going abroad. So we are off to Spain on the 18th of November. And we are playing Rifle Riff Fest, and we are headlining it. So we are over to Barcelona for the weekend.
Lovely. That would be nice. Shit shirts and sunglasses and all that. That'd be great.
It's any excuse. It's gonna be a wild one. I think. I think we're. I don't know. It's just gonna be. I think we were on about vlogging it, so it's gonna be interesting. But whoever's gonna be the soberest is holding the camera.
Oh,
Not me.
who would that be? I was gonna say it's not Josh, that's for sure.
No.
We've never even drank together, but I always get that impression.
100%.
You're 100% with that. That's
I think this is like Ghostbusters, isn't it? It's like, you know what I mean? Don't put these two in the same room. This is not an idea.
Yeah.
Like, you can see them both with a bottle of Jaeger, and it's just going to be.
But it's gonna happen though. We know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it will. It will. Get absolutely messed off Jaeger. I've got to admit, since that night back at HRH last year, anytime Jaeger's open, I'm like, I get flashbacks. It's traumatizing. It really, really is. It's horrendous. For anybody that is watching this and doesn't know, I hosted the HRH Awards last year, and I had quite a lot to drink. It was my birthday, and yeah, it was a mess. Yeah. But cheers. Just got something anyway. Who would you guys love to collab with? If you could collaborate with anybody on any of your albums, who would it be? Ooh, silence.
I don't know.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. If you could,
And nobody-
anybody, they could be massive, they could be small, they could be whoever you would love to work with.
And Ian, you can't say you're already working with your dream people. You can't.
I know, you dare. That'll just be a cop out. Just the people I'm with, I love them so much.
You know what? You know why the question is so hard? Because it's like what we said before, that we've got such vast influences and sound. It's like there'd be so many different people that I put to what we do. That is such a tricky question.
You know what? I think it's obviously there's. I'd love to let Zach Wild rip over a solo at like on. Well, I'll let him. take one of my solo spots later.
Oh, just let him play with it. Just see what he comes up with. It'll be fine.
I'm sure he can throw something together, like, and then he'll most probably say, "That's one of my riffs. Will you stop using it?
Yeah.
Cease and desist."
Get a court order instead.
I think there's so many that we like. You know, if you could bring people back from the dead, I think everyone would.
Yes, you can in this reality, and if you voodoo's
you
as
know
well,
what?
you guys can
I
do
would-
anything if you stick enough pins in something. So I'm pretty sure you can.
I think it doesn't work that way in King Voodoo, but hey, we'll
Give it a go. When you're
Not
next
with
to
that
the
attitude.
lounge, you'll be all right.
Yeah. I think everyone would most probably want to work with Freddie Mercury. I think that's just a no-brainer. Like,
It'd be great to have him on backing vocals, wouldn't it? It's kind of
Yeah, definitely backing.
you know what I mean, or Hendrix, or something like that. Like, you know, John Bonham on drums and stuff. So.
Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt the interview mid-flow. I just wanted to say if you like this episode and you want to see more, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of the page. And if you want to be the first to see the brand new episode of In the Sewers, then don't forget to ding that little old bell. So come on everybody, ring my bell and let's get back to it.
So have you guys been writing any new music? Have you been getting any more inspirations from anywhere? What's the plan music-wise?
yes.
What have you got
It's
coming?
only fitting, isn't it?
Well, obviously it's a secret between us, like, so we'll just keep it quiet, like, but yeah, we are writing the second album. So the second, and HRH.
Doing some testing out, aren't we, on some of the new stuff, aren't we? So
It's a prime place to do that, you know, test it out and see how people feel about it. And then, you know, especially the drunken idiots that go there, you'll get some decent, honest opinions there, believe me.
it's like the level of booing we're going to decide what works and what doesn't, isn't it? It's like, no, how much beer's thrown at us.
It won't be the same about someone running past with a bottle of Jaeger going, Jaeger!
Josh will do that, it's fine. Josh, you can do that, can't you?
I'll do it in your honour.
Yeah, you could just be me for the day, just run around with your hair back on and you'd be fine, don't worry about it. That'll do. That'll be interesting though for you guys to be spending, you know, some time kind of tasting this music to people. Is that how you want to kind of build it, to see how people respond to certain things before you actually like iron it out, as it were?
It's a tough one, this one, because it's like we are different. We like being different, and I think there's too many times that people take out new music, and then over time it changes before you, like, you know, and they've released it, and like we've done it all ourselves. Like, and it's one of those where I think it's great to take a new track, put it on the road, see what it sounds like, see what the feedback's like, and if it works, it's gonna sell well on the album.
Yeah.
And I love the way that we all, like, you know, bring our own bits to it, and we start changing it, and then you'll hear it. Like, there's been many a time I've heard Josh will play something, and then I'll say to him, remember that, because we need to put that in the track.
Yeah.
Like, remember, record it. And it's
then he says, remember what? And then it's...
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, I don't know what I was playing. I wasn't even playing bass.
Just humming in the corner.
Just do that, just hum along, see what happens.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? It's a different way of doing a different approach, and I think we just like being different. I think that's the one thing that we'll always do. We'll throw something completely out, curveball into the set, and I think the new stuff is completely different from the last one, but it's still got the King Voodoo vibe to it, which is always good.
So it's still got the underlying kind of feel to it, but you're just kind of slightly morphing your sound as you grow as artists yourselves. Is that basically how you're trying to do it?
100%. And I think what we want to do as well is we want to grow as a band, and we want to be able to differentiate between the releases. We don't want to release something that sounds like what we've done before, because what's the point of buying the two things? We want to make sure we're moving songs on. There might be, you know, something we loved from the last album, and say, like, well, let's build on that. Let's make something massive out of just this section. We can make something huge and really run with it. And I think we've all been in bands before where you release music without really gigging with it, and it sounds okay on the recording, and then you go to play it live, and the way you play it live is so much better than the recording. And he's like, "Oh, we've missed an opportunity. Why does it not sound like that?" And I think we just want to make sure we've got all the bases covered on there. So
Yeah.
I think that's the big
I
thing.
think that, do you know what, that's another point, because I know a well-known artist writes albums that he can't play live.
Is he somebody that is playing this weekend by any chance?
I'm not going to say anything.
You just say please.
No,
I
it
think
wasn't.
I know who you are
You'd be surprised, because it was an actual interview with Ozzy, and Ozzy actually said, we don't actually play it live because we can't play it live because it's so empty when we do it.
Right, that's quite interesting. I didn't know
Mm.
about that. Oh, I'll have
Yeah.
to go and have a look for that now. I'll have to have a
If you
nose.
listen to some of the tracks of No Rest for the Wicked, he said he's never played them live. There you go.
Well, that's interesting. Is there a particular song that you guys love playing live out of your own set? Now I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I like playing at the moment. I love playing Sleep at the moment. It's just on stage. It's so high energy, big riffs, massive drums on it. You just feel like you can run around and slide around on your knees and give it a really good go. So yeah, that's one of my favorites at the moment.
Go on, Josh. What's yours?
Mine's the Sid. It's always been the Sid. Love it. So one, there was that when we played last in Sheffield, and I nearly killed myself with my bass, threw it in the air. Yeah, gets me going, that song.
What a way to go.
Love it.
Get decapitated by a big lump of wood. Go on then. Which one do you like then?
It's got to be Drag Me to the Water.
Nice.
Yeah, the last song what we played. Well, we played the last track at the moment, don't we? So there's a little insight to our set.
It's not, we always finish on it, so it's gonna be like...
It's just got a good vibe to it, but like I say, I think I do agree with Josh. The Sid's pretty cool.
Like Have a Nice Day was my first album. So what was your first albums that you ever bought, whether that's vinyl, CD, cassette? Because cassettes are coming back. Green Day announced their new album's going to have a cassette. So which was your first album that you ever purchased?
The first one I got bought for me was Stand and Deliver, Prince Shawn. The first one I ever bought was Porno Graffiti by Extreme.
Nice. That's a brilliant album. Brilliant.
The best album, one of the most perfect albums, guitar work. Definitely.
Definitely. I played that the other week on my show and people just lost their minds. I was getting messages of people go, "Oh my God." Like, hang on a minute, just calm down.
How about you, Josh?
I'm not telling you.
It's gonna be a good one.
Oh, go on.
5-star.
It's girls as well.
Fucking Britney Spears, man. I bought a Britney Spears album because I fancied her.
Fair crack. Like,
I know, by buying her out. Fuck, did I listen to that shit, man? Like, I bought it thinking, oh, now I fancy Britney Spears. I bought a Shakira album as well. And he just got thrown into the corner. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, Shakira's still banging now, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, man. Honestly,
That's why you're a fan, Josh, as well, because we hope
listen to that album in Spanish, like, do you know what I mean?
You just bought it for the inside of the cover, didn't you? You didn't buy it.
Honestly,
this is the album
it was
cover.
lost.
Well worn.
Man, I must have only been about friggin' 9 or 10, whatever year that was, that shit came out, or maybe 11, so I don't even know. Young, early teens.
Early 2000, wasn't it? So I think we must have been about 10, 9 or 10, maybe, because you're about the same age.
I'm pretty sure the Britney album was the one when she brought that shit film out as well, whatever that one was called,
Crossroads
or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever that album, whatever year that album came out, it was that one.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
she was the lady of the moment. Why not? And then,
But he's bought every album ever since. He's bought every album ever since as well.
No, the first album I bought was Appetite for Destruction. Let's just leave it at that. That was the first album I bought.
You can redeem yourself on that, Josh. That's fine.
Yeah.
Josh, this is only a casual chat, mate.
Oh, he's gone.
I mean, to be honest, I still fucking got it. Like, there it is.
It just turns out though that Josh is really small, and coaster. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually
a
real
CD.
vinyl. It's just like,
He's actually got a Britney vinyl in there. He's just put
You
the
Oh,
know
yeah,
that's the
back-
case
yeah,
though.
it is
He's
back
got to
then.
pull out the sleeve and it's Britney, like, you know what I mean? It's Britney, bitch.
I think for
Love
me,
it.
like, mine was a vinyl, my first one, and it was "Bad" by Michael Jackson. So that was
Nice.
the first one.
It's a good one.
The first like CD I bought myself was "Tragic Kingdom" by No Doubt, which I absolutely loved. Love Gwen Stefani.
Well,
Just
that must have been
literally,
94,
yeah,
95.
around about 94, 95, yeah. So it's like just absolutely loved them. Loved that sort of music at that time, that kind of like pop punky, like sort of ska infused, everything like that. So yeah, they were mine too.
I mean, she's really, really good looking, isn't she, as well, Gwen Stefani? So that always helps. That helps to sell
It does.
something with a good
Again,
looking bird somewhere.
like Josh, teenage boy, kind of like that's the band.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the girl for me. I'll buy that album for no particular reason other than the fact that it's great music. So we are coming to the end of our chat, boys. So I was wondering, is there any advice that you would give to people who are wanting to start a band, especially at the moment when there seems to be a lot of turmoil with music venues and people actually going out and supporting bands and stuff like that? Is there any advice that you would give them? And what are you most looking forward to doing next year?
shall I go? Everyone seems a bit
Go
quiet
on,
there.
Go on
I
then.
can
Usually
ramble
thinking
on for days.
The big bits of advice that I think that I've learned over the years playing is be kind to yourselves as bands, especially the new bands starting out. So you might not get everything right all the time. Take as much advice as you can. If there's any sort of any feedback, don't take it as criticism. Just always try and learn and build. And the other bit is enjoy what you're doing, because you can tell like when bands get on stage, the more you enjoy it, the more everyone else gets involved and engages with that. So just have fun and and enjoy it that way. And that's what we do. And it's like what we said before. While you're enjoying it, do it. If you stop enjoying it, that's it. That's it's time to stop or move on to something else. So and I'm just very much enjoying looking forward, to going on stage with my brothers next year. Just literally any stage, playing any songs, it'd be grand.
Oh, bless you.
You know what?
Josh?
Just to second that, I think I'd just say for young bands, I always had a bad thing of the whole rock star attitude when I first started out, where you play a gig and you just sit in the corner looking moody. And I think over the years you just learn that you've just got to speak to everybody, be friendly, be grateful, always be polite. Your manners are everything, and that's the biggest thing when you're going out playing gigs. Just be happy, enjoy it, and it's not a competition. We're all in it together. We all support each other. Every band supports every other band. It's all a big community, and everyone needs to look out for each other.
Yeah,
That's
Definitely.
lovely. Like that?
Ian's going to say something horrible now, aren't you?
I'm just horrible. No, far from it. Do you know what? Be yourself. Don't and you will be rejected in the music industry. Not everyone likes you. Don't take it personally. Just say, you know what? It's not for you. I will find the next person who it is for. And just keep on, you know what I mean? There may be about 10 people who hate your stuff. Just ignore them. Take criticism from other bands who give you advice and stuff like that. There's a lot of nice people in the music industry. There's a lot of charlatans out there who will take your money as well.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of them.
Yeah, but don't be afraid to reach out to bands and ask them advice. They've all been there, and it's something that I'd wish more bands would do, which would be, instead of listening to management and record labels, bring in some of the unsigned bands on their bigger tours. They were all there once, and I'd love to see the likes of Metallica, GNR, all of them throw a couple of unsigned bands on to open them up, give them the opportunity. But that's my opinion. That's where it is. And do you know what?
It's a fair opinion, though. Like you said, everybody started there. GNR weren't GNR as we all know them today without playing the whiskey a few times while playing the Rainbow without doing the Troubadour or any of them up and down the Sunset Strip. Like, the Sunset Strip was just bars, just dive bars where everybody went out, got absolutely lathered, you know, but people had to go out and see them first. Same as Poison. The only way they got people to come and see them was by printing bright green posters everywhere and plastering them everywhere, you know. But they all helped each other. And even though now they're all big and this, that, and the other, they all started somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty good advice. Lovely. I like that. So when can people see you this weekend? What time are you guys doing and what day you're on and where you're at?
We're on early on Saturday. I think we are on after the Hot 1 2 with the second band on.
Nice.
And then we are on at about 11:30 or 11:50 or something like that on the Sunday and doing an acoustic show.
Lovely.
So looking forward to it. And it won't be the same without you there. And
I
happy
know.
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Thank you
birthday.
very much. I'm old. I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock.
Rock and roll.
I am me. It's meant to be sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and it's just cough syrup, lying in bed and watching Netflix. That's all it is, really.
That's our life.
Let's
It
see
is
if we get
now.
out of you for the gig. We'll cut out of you on stage on one of the
Oh
albums.
yeah, why not? Everyone else seems to drag me everywhere, so it's fine. I'm only small, that's why. I'm only 5 foot, so people just go, here we go. Off she goes. Just fling me somewhere. So, but thank you so much, guys, for joining me on my birthday. It's greatly appreciated. And I
Thank
hope
you
you
for
guys have
having
an
us.
amazing weekend. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys. Mwah. Thank
See you
you.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much to the guys of King Voodoo for taking the time out to chat to little old me. Make sure you do check the guys out on all social media. The links are going to be down in the description below, and catch up with their music as well before they hit the stage at Hard Rock Hell this weekend down in Great Yarmouth. If you are there, do go up to the guys and say hi. It'll be greatly appreciated, and just say GlamaRat has sent you down. But thank you so much as always, guys, and I hope to catch you on the road very, very soon. In next week's episode, I join Street Outlaws for a quick pint and a bit of a natter about how the band got the name, what they've got going on, how heavily influenced they are by Motorhead, some of the amazing gigs that they've got coming up, and yeah, just having a bit of a laid-back natter. But until next time, catch you later, GlamRatters. Bye-bye.